Thank you, Father Jones, Father Kelly, Reverend Fathers, any honored guests, and my dear brothers, both near and far. As I was reflecting on my vocation journey and my own life of faith, my heart is just most grateful to my family, the strong Catholics that they are, that really taught me the faith by example. As long as I can remember, we went to daily Mass, we prayed a daily rosary, and went to a couple holy hours throughout the week. Also, when I was 3 years old, my oldest brother entered seminary, and now I get the privilege and enjoyment of calling him my father brother. So naturally, being surrounded by faith like this meant that I also became intrigued, it kind of rubbed off on me, by the Catholic faith, the Mass, and the priesthood. So some of my earliest memories were playing Mass on a piano bench with saltine crackers and red food-colored water. And for a long time, my favorite Christmas gift was a purple vestment so that I didn't have to wear green in Advent and Lent. However, as like most stories go, the desire for the priesthood diminished as I grew older. And this was kind of for two reasons. The first was that since my older brother was a priest, I thought my family had kind of met our quota, so to speak. One is enough, so I really didn't need to think about discernment at all. And the second reason was I hated being a copycat. And I knew that if I entered seminary, people would wonder if I just did it because my older brother would do it, and not have actually sincere reasons for entering. These were pretty shallow and also motivated by pride. So come 9th grade, when I began to panic that soon I'd have to figure out what to do with my life. Even then I was a super planner, so 9th grade, yeah. But the good Catholic that I was, I said to myself, I need to pray more. I need to pray to figure out or to discern my vocation. So I did. I started praying 15 minutes a day. And in that time, I would just really reflect on each vocation and search for that deep inner peace that I heard was indicative of the Lord's voice. And the problem is that I spent about 13 of the 15 minutes reflecting on the vocation of marriage and about 30 seconds on the priesthood. So I wasn't really honest with myself or with God. And after a while, this really showed because I became spiritually exhausted because I was manufacturing the voice of the Lord in my life. So one time, or at the end of the summer, I started this in Lent. At the end of the summer, one day I just remember coming to that 15 minutes of prayer time and just telling the Lord, everything's on the table. I'm going to actually give equal time, prayer time, to reflecting on each vocation. And when I just reflect on the beauty of the priesthood, this peace and joy filled my heart, such that I had never felt before, and honestly, I've never felt since. So from that moment on, I just really started to seriously consider the priesthood. And then over the next 2 years, I heard the voice of the Lord call me again in powerful ways, once during a Steubenville conference during the altar call, and another just at my parish when I was praying in front of the Blessed Sacrament. And in that hour of adoration, I was still, struggling with these questions about what to do, and I was pleading with God to just show me one more sign, one unmistakable lightning bolt. Thumbs up, I would go to seminary. Thumbs down, I would stay as far away as possible. And near the end of the hour, I had heard nothing, seen no visions, and I just became super angry with God and was yelling at him in my head, just like, Lord, I'm doing this for you. So why are you hiding this, or seem to be hiding this from me? And in that moment, I just heard this very small whisper say, Toby, you just need to trust me. And in that moment, I just had flashbacks to all these times where, the old church ladies would say, Toby, you'd make a great priest. Or when I was just in the pew dreaming of the time I would elevate the Eucharist or the host at consecration. And I just realized that because I was kind of looking to the sky for this big sign, I had missed all the little street lights that were lighting my path for me. And so in that moment, I just made the decision, I need to enter seminary unless God makes it manifestly clear that I should not. And so I applied and entered right out of high school. And that theme of trust that kind of brought me to seminary has been really my object of prayer in seminary as well. Because every day, I feel called to deeper things, step out of your comfort zone more and more. And this trust in God has really been crucial for it all. I mean, school can be really frustrating. Prayer can be hard, and AO can be scary. But the same phrase just rings in my head, Toby, you just need to trust me. And I think every day I'm learning more and more of what this trust actually means. And for that I can say, praise be Jesus Christ.